Hey there. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. We're going through the book of Job right now, and we're talking about Eliphaz and his so-called advice and wisdom to Job, chapter 5 and 6. And you can see what I said about his advice in the previous videos. So I'll leave those to your liking. We're in Job chapter 6, and Job has just listened and heard Eliphaz's wisdom and insight and so-called godly instruction about his situation. And we all know from outside the situation that this was a cosmic deal. This was the effects in the physical realm of Job's life, with losing servants and donkeys and having sores all over his body from head to toe, and his wife saying, "Curse God and die." We all know these are effects that happen as a result of something behind the scenes in the conversation with God and Satan. So here we are. We're picking up in Job 6, and Eliphaz just gave his advice, and Job is about to reply. So Job chapter 6, then Job replied, "If only my anguish could be weighed and all my misery be placed on the scales." If there's anybody that could ever say that, apart from Jesus Christ and probably some disciples, it would be Job. "It would surely outweigh the sand of the seas. No wonder my words have been impetuous. The arrows of the Almighty are in me." That's a beautiful analogy, being pierced by the Lord. I'll leave it at that. You can figure that out on your own. Verse 4, "The arrows of the Almighty are in me. My spirit drinks in their poison. God's terrors are marshaled against me." We could all, if we were in Job's shoes, we could all, in one way or another, sympathize with why Job feels that God is after him. And it's not that Job is being afflicted by God, he's being hurt by Satan. Verse 5, "Does a wild donkey bray when it has grass, or an ox bellow when it has fodder? It's tasteless food eaten without salt. Or is there flavor in the white of an egg? I refuse to touch it. Such food makes me ill. Oh, that I might have my request, that God would grant what I hope for." That God would grant what I hope for. I'm sure we have a lot. You have a lot that you hope for. I have a lot that I hope for. But so we can sympathize with Job's request here. Verse 9, it says that God would be willing to crush me, to let loose his hand and cut me off. I don't think we're at that point yet. But that's what Job is spewing out of his mouth. "Then I would still have this consolation, my joy and unrelenting pain, that I had not denied the words of the Holy One." This is Job wrestling through this. He's trying to figure this out, in his pain. "What strength do I have that I should still hope? What prospects that I should be patient? Do I have the strength of stone? Is my flesh bronze? Do I have any power to help myself, now that success has been driven from me? A despairing man should have the devotion of his friends, even though he forsakes the fear of the Almighty. But my brothers are as undependable and intermittent streams, as the streams that overflow when darkened by thawing ice and swollen with melting snow." So Job is not taking too much credit from his friends. His friends are not much help, and that's how he describes them. But verse 17, "But that ceased to flow in the dry season, and in the heat vanish from their channels. Caravans turn aside from their routes. They go up into the wasteland and perish. The caravans of Tema look for water. The traveling merchants of Sheba look and hope. They are distressed because they had been confident. They arrive there only to be disappointed. Now you too have proved to be of no help. You see something dreadful and are afraid. Have I ever said, 'Give something on my behalf'? Pay a ransom for me from your wealth. Deliver me from the hand of the enemy. Ransom me from the clutches of ruthless. Job is really rebuking his friends. Teach me, and I will be quiet. Show me where I have been wrong. How painful are honest words. But what do your arguments prove? Do you mean to correct what I say and treat the words of a despairing man as wind? You would even cast lots for the fatherless and barter away your friend. But now be so kind as to look at me. Would I lie to your face? Relent, do not be unjust. Reconsider, for my integrity is at stake. Is there any wickedness on my lips? Can a mouth not discern malice? That's awesome. I love the part here in verse 24. Job basically says, teach me and I'll be quiet. Show me where I have been wrong. It's awesome. I love that. He's telling his friends this.